Oh, have you missed us? Have you missed that music? So this is a very impromptu review over what happened this year. Some of the team have joined me, not everybody, purely because I'm so disorganized I didn't manage to actually organize this properly. So bear with us. I'm sure we'll be joined by a few people in the chat as we go along. But it will be ad hoc. So I'm sure most of you will be watching this not live, but it's not a problem. Anyway, in the studio, I have the wonderful Graham, who is added to the stage, but I haven't done that button. Here he is. Where is he?
Hello, everybody.
Hello. You're right. Always
Yeah.
good for a bit of a comedy moment.
Yeah, I'm doing the okey cokey, but I'm fine.
Nightmare. Steve's there. All right, Steve?
Hello. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. You?
Yeah, I'm good. The wonderful Carl is there. You all right?
Afternoon, all. Yes, doing fine, thank you.
And obviously, Steph is there as well. Hi, Steph.
Oh, so everybody else is wonderful. I'm just Steph.
No, you're the wonderful Steph.
Oh, right. Okay, just checking.
Surely I didn't need to introduce that, but okay. You're right, though? I know you're only half of you's right. The other half's left.
Oh, he's your week. Right, Bill.
Yes. So the idea of today is just literally to go over quite an amazing success it was, actually. Not to ring our own bells, but yeah, we've broken quite a few records. We won't be allowed back in that record shop ever again. But there you go. The best I can do. Anyway, so watching us at the moment is the wonderful Darren Hall. Saying hi, everyone. Hi, Darren.
Yeah, Darren.
Hi, Darren.
There's myself, there's Steve, and there's Graham all saying hello, as well as Carl. And then the lovely one and only Crazy Lecture is there saying howdy, everyone. James is playing with his magic buttons. He certainly is. So yeah, so where should we start? I mean, God, how do you guys find the weekend? All good?
Yeah.
Yes, awesome. As per usual.
Knackered.
Yeah.
Carl, tell us your thoughts, Carl.
You don't want my thoughts on air.
Ours. You were obviously working as well as streaming, so
I was, yes, unfortunately, and Sunday was an extremely busy day for me with work. So, unfortunately, we didn't get to see much of Sunday. I watched a little bit, but not a lot.
Yeah,
At least it
yeah,
was
I know you were busy, up early, and
Yes.
Conference up for conference, wasn't it? You got mullered, bless you.
Yes.
No, it was unfortunate, that one.
Cool, but you enjoyed what part you were there for?
Yeah, always.
Cool. Steve, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a good weekend. Yeah, I think there's a lot of participants. That was good. A lot of banter flying around. I'm happy with my build in the end, but yeah.
Yeah, you had your little moment, didn't you? And I mean that in the most respectful way, but a little bit like myself, sometimes you knock a confidence in what you're doing, and you got to that point Sunday where it's like, I'm just not happy with this. But you pulled it around to a point where you're much happier.
I think that happened on Saturday, but I think it's because I've built the bigger one, and this has got such small pieces, and I think I got frustrated a bit because I lost a piece and it was fiddly because I got fat fingers, fat thumbs. But yeah, so I managed to mask the mistakes. So, but yeah, I was pleased with it in the end. So
cool.
Yeah, whatever you call it.
So Craigie said he enjoyed his socks especially.
About the clocks.
Bearded Veteran as well. Yeah, of course, a nod to Mikey and Gary who run the Discord very, very well as usual during the event. Even though Mikey did get told off one day, but that's fine. We're all adults at the end of the day. But yeah, he'd done an amazing job, and I know they had record numbers in the Discord, so that's pretty amazing itself. Another record broken. More importantly, let me ask Graham's opinion before going to Steph. As a newbie, what were your thoughts? Oh, I've done it again.
He's done it again.
Sorry, Graham.
He's not. He did it deliberately.
I felt hurt, rejected, unloved. No, it was amazing.
What I was trying to do is I was trying to tickle your ego by doing that. So tell me what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, because it's based around a group build of sorts, and my phobia and aversion to group builds in the past, I'd never even I think I might have looked in on a couple of streams now and then, but I didn't really know what to expect. And I just got carried along. I honestly reckon, and I know somebody had some tellings off for not taking enough breaks, etc., but I honestly reckon I could have kept going for quite a lot longer. I was loving it. I was buzzing. It was really good. And then the auction at the end was amazing. It was just brilliant, great fun, and to see all that money coming in for the cause was just fantastic. And I actually finished a build as well, which was even better. So yeah, happy days. Really loved it.
Cool. I'm super pleased you were with us. I'm super pleased we've got you over the hurdle of the group build thing as well. And I think you are a good example to people that go, no, I'm not sure I could do that.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed what you can do in 48 hours. So did you, just out of a thought process, did you discover anything along the way that you didn't do in your models previously in the way you do things that you might take forward into your normal builds?
I think I tend to focus very heavily on cleanup, and I tend to take a long time to clean up, especially small parts. And I was quite conscious that I didn't really have the time to do that. And then looking at the finished piece, I don't think it had any detriment to it. So
okay,
on the thing that I'm currently building, I'm trying to be a little bit less fussy and thinking that most of it is going to be hidden anyway because it's tiny parts that are, in the cockpit or something. And a lot of the time, realistically, if you just waft a bit of extra thin over it, that's enough to just dissolve the nub anyway. So yeah, it was a bit of a quicker process, only slightly. But then of course I did the vignette as well, which it's the second time I've done any kind of terrain or background or anything, and both times it's been under pressure. And I've kind of floundered and panicked a little bit at the beginning, thinking, what the hell am I going to do? And then the old thought process kicks in, and suddenly, before I know it, it's all coming together in front of me without any real plan. It's just coming together, and I'm quite chuffed with how it turned out, actually.
I think you should be. It was a good build. We'll have a quick look.
Yeah.
If you got your builds around to talk about.
Yeah, I can grab it.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll have a look at that in a bit. But what we are going to do, or what Graham's going to do in a little bit, we are going to have a quick look at the Facebook page and the Reveal album. So part of the process was to ask you if you were involved in the event to take a picture of where you got to within 48 hours, whether that was finished or not finished. It didn't matter because I wanted to put your name up in lights on the web page. Which I've started to do. I'll show you that in a minute or two. Purely because I've forgotten to get it ready. So yeah, on the 48 and 48 web page. God blimey, how 1970s am I? Is that sharing? Yeah, it is. So as you can see, this is the 2025 participations album. Now that I know there are a few people that have participated that I haven't got the pictures of, so obviously I put a little coming soon logo in there for now. But as soon as I've got them, I will upload them. Now, if you go onto the website, that's 48-48.org, and go to the album section, and your name is not in there or spelt incorrectly, which I've been pulled up on once already, let me know by using the same email address, the contact at 48-48.org, and maybe give me a picture or whatever, and I can get it into the album for you. It's really important to me that you have that shouted out. So yeah, that's there, and that will be your work will be on that website for the year as a thank you. There are no links behind any of the pictures, and it is literally a case of scanning through. It's not a major album where you can flick through all the different pictures. That's the sort of thing you can look at on the Facebook page. So it's a bit of a nod and a wink, if you like. Obviously, we're going to talk about how much money we raised to a point, which we'll talk about in a little bit. I think what we do first, though, is I'm going to go to Steph, because obviously I haven't spoken to Steph yet about the weekend. And how'd you find it, Steph?
Oh, as per usual, absolutely bloody awesome. This was my 5th year. So
God, is it only 5 years? It seems so much more.
I know, tell me about it. Having to work with you. It seems a hell of a lot longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been absolutely brilliant, as per usual. And Graham, I think, has just nailed it with what he said. Yeah. You don't care is not the right word. You're concentrating on getting it done rather than being absolutely perfect. If you make a slight error, it's like, nah, and you crack on.
Yeah.
And you just deal with it and go for it and enjoy it. And it's nice just to be able to sit and build and enjoy without having to think about, oh my God, is that right? Is that perfect? So what? It's a build and you're doing it as quick as possible. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's like a mojo boost and a reset to be able to just bleh. Yay, you're done.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of people see it as a bit of a mojo, and there's certainly a lot of people that I'm aware of last year who that accelerated their build process through the coming year. So
yeah.
Auction wise, while I've got you, we might as well talk about the auction. So this year, the US had 56 lots this year over 3 days.
Yep.
The Australians and the UK, how many lots did they have? I know it was in one go, wasn't it?
Yep. The Aussies were up from 4 to 10, and we were up from 12 to 39.
Yep.
So yeah, a huge boost, boost, and hopefully we can increase that next year, and then we can do the same as the Americans and put it over several nights.
Yeah, there's a few ideas knocking around from speaking to you guys. Yeah, it's been an amazing year. I mean, the amount of money raised in the Aussie auction was considerably higher in percentage than last year, wasn't it?
Oh yes. What? Sorry, the amount they took.
Yeah, the amount that was generated during the auction. Yeah.
Oh, 500%. Literally 5. They went from about under $400 to over 2,000 Aussie dollars.
Yeah, so a massive.
Oh, huge.
And of course, with all the lots we had, we bumped up the numbers quite a bit in the scheme of percentage wise and all that. As you look over it, because we've been looking over the figures and bits and pieces, or Steph has, because we wanted to feed that back to the donors to see, just show them the difference that they've made and all that sort of stuff. So that has been fed back to them already.
Yeah.
So that's great of you to do that. So what was the total from the Aussie? Remind me, I can't remember off the top of my head.
2,130. No, was it 2,137? Yeah, it was over $2,000, which equates to about 990 quid.
Yeah, okay. And do you happen to remember what the UK's was?
£2,137.
Cool. So that's a massive amount.
Yeah.
The Americans did incredibly well. I know they set a target which they beat for themselves, which was wonderful. They raised over $10,000 in their auctions over the 3 days, and we had two donations after the event, which was one to make it up to $10,000, which is, I think, in one go was about $450 if I remember correctly.
Wow.
Which is massively grateful for that. So I won't name anybody because I haven't purposely asked anyone's permission to do so. So, but a great big kudos to them and thank you. And then I was aware only literally this weekend that someone then added another $250 to make sure it was above the $10,000.
Wow.
Which I was completely unaware of during the weekend. So that's phenomenal. I will talk to you about the total in a bit more depth nearer the end of this show, because I might have something to tell you that not everybody knows about. So, well, most people, in fact, very few, only me, know. which is quite exciting. So, but before we do that, I wanted to go through the work and stuff. So I'm going to hand over to Graham in a second. Let me quickly go through the chat. So yeah, Crazy's just saying, so Graham, although he has spelt that correctly later, Graham,
That's all right.
he's become a sniping addict. Yes. Necessity is often the mother of invention, and what Graham just said proves that indeed. Absolutely. Junkworks is there. He said good afternoon all. And Crazy just said it doesn't have to be $1,000 kit is about the fun and the fellowship of a good cause. Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Well done to the Anzacs. Yeah, absolutely. No, you're right. I mean, obviously, those that are watching this will know that Mr. Locher is an avid supporter of so many things on YouTube, and this event especially. Although, I don't know if you're aware of this, Mr. Locher, but I think you might have been sniped on the amount that you actually paid during the auctions by someone else.
Oh,
I'm sorry to tell you that, but I was going through the figures today, and yeah, it looks very much like you were sniped. There you go. Got to be in it to win it. But yeah, so that'd be very cheeky. And Mike's actually coming over on a plane next week to come and pick up his winnings to save on the postage.
He's got a
U-Haul.
Yeah. He's coming in his DHL airplane.
It's a C-130. He's had all the jump seats ripped out the back just to make room for everything.
Mr. Lynch saying it doesn't hurt his feelings. No, it shouldn't. No, I think it's brilliant. But however, yeah, I'm going to do it fine. These guys don't know what I'm about to say, which is always a bit worrying. But Mr. Lynch, I do have to tell you, I have been talking to a few people over the last week, and there does seem to be a plan to take you on board, to take you on during the auctions next year. So you might want to do a couple of extra shifts, maybe, because I know these guys. I know the guys that I've been speaking to are certainly planning to. So there you go.
Might need to get your wind gauge out and make sure your aim is true.
Oh, it's maybe not FedEx, but anyway, it's a cargo plane of some description. But yeah, so there will be a little bit of competition next year, which will just make it for a bit more fun. But I as always, thank you very much for your support and everybody that's donated in every way, whether it be through auction bids or through physical donations. It's amazing. Anyway, Graham, would you like to go through what pictures we have? Actually, if I do the introduction as is. So on the Facebook page, there is an album, which is 48 and 48 Reveal album, where I've asked you to provide at least one picture of where you got to on your build. So I can add that to the website, and also we can see what you're up to. A lot of people haven't, because it's one of the things that's forgotten. It's not a big deal. I have managed to scrape together as many as I could find, and I popped them in the album. So Graham's going to quickly go through that.
Yeah, okay. If I just do that, that I think entire screen.
Yeah, can do.
Yeah, is that best? Share and then go. Hang on a minute.
We're hanging.
Oh, not that one.
Yeah. Oops, that one.
Hey.
Right. So. In no particular. Oh, that is
That's lovely.
Beautiful.
nice.
That is
Very nice. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
wow. Okay, so that's from Paul Gallagher. A grand day for training. Final shots of the Dora Wings Miles M9 Master Mark 1. Nice kit. Took quite a few shortcuts. You can't tell from that, apart from the nav light. But that's impressive.
That is very good.
Lovely jubbly. That is really, that's a nice looking plane, that as well. I've never heard of that, one of those. Nice.
Mm.
Very nice indeed. Good work, Paul. And a third. Lovely. Oh, now this, I loved watching this come together. This is from Lisa, who you would have seen on the stream. And it's the Book Nook Romantic Venice. Now, I've not seen one of these before. I've seen them, but I've never seen one being built. And these look like a lot of fun. I've actually bought one for my wife, but I think I might have to have one for myself. I think that looks really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And I think she knocked it together dead quickly as well, didn't she?
Yeah.
Like by Sunday morning or something.
She stopped midday Saturday and finished it off Sunday morning.
Brilliant. Brilliant. It looks really good. I like the sort of water effect and stuff down the bottom. It's really cool, that. Nice. Very good. Victor Carlson changed subject at the last minute, and now it is the engine and cockpit of the F4F Wildcat in 148 Eduard boxing.
Nice.
48 and 48 end result will soon be encapsulated in an F4F airplane. So that is where Victor got up to by the end of the 48 hours.
Nice.
With the engine and fuselage made up. I'd like to see the finished result on that.
Yeah.
Nice. That cockpit's nice. Can I zoom in?
Yeah.
That's really nice. That looks like it's out the box as well.
Yeah, it is.
Good stuff. Very nice indeed.
May not be finished, but I bet he got further than he normally would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
And bear in mind, he changed his kit
Yes.
through the weekend as well. So, which has happened to me. It's feels a little bit soul destroying, but yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, good job.
Good stuff. John Mayfield, Tamiya's 148 Sherman, painted as a US Army vehicle during the Italian campaign of 1944. That's really cool. He's even got time for a bit of weathering as well. Very nice.
Yeah, nice.
That's it. Nice one, John. EBMA Hobby and Craft, the Rubicon Bedford QLT. Not finished, but a good place to draw the line under for the challenge. That's a cool little thing.
Love it.
That's a very cool little thing. I do like those Rubicon kits. Look at the that's 156 scale. Look at the detail on it. Like, I mean, even the fabric bimini on the top is it's lush. Really cool.
Yeah,
Folded
nice.
up little unditching mat or whatever it is, winch cover or whatever it is on the front. That's brilliant. Love it. Love it. Greg Everson, Horizon 172nd Mercury spacecraft.
Nice.
One for the sci-fi boys. Is that was that like a return craft or something?
Yeah, that's
so,
top
yeah.
of
Is it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
top
that
of
was
the,
yeah.
Very cool.
Nigel will know.
Yeah, Nigel here.
yeah, that's the capsule that came back. Out of all the out of all the spacecraft that actually went up, that's the only bit that came back.
Okay, cool. Kieran McMullen, that's it, folks, for another year. Here's my 48 and 48 build, the Tamiya K2 ambulance in 148. Thanks to James and the team for a great event. Thank you for taking part, Kieran. And that is blooming lovely.
Love the dusting
Isn't it?
effect.
Yeah,
Nice.
I so
That
got to get
is-
that kit.
Really nice. Very good. I've got that in 135th scale.
Great paint scheme
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
lovely.
that's in my basket. I've got to get that. It's just I do love a Katie. Just love
Ooh,
it.
Yeah,
basket.
chicken around it, everything is very good.
Mate, that's lush. I mean, the weathering on the front end is, oh, mate, that's special. I love that. Great work. Thank you. Wow. I wonder, oh, no, I thought that was somebody else then for a minute. Kieran Pitts, Airfix is 172nd scale, Willis Jeep.
That's one big pen, Mike.
by PTZ KTZ. That's really cool.
Looking
that
at that
pen's-
kit, that pen looks like it's one of those novelty big pens you get at Christmas,
Yeah.
It does,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Again, though, 72nd scale. If that pen wasn't there, or if you pretend that pen's like a Disney World like comedy pen,
Mm-hmm.
you can queue up and go for a ride inside. There's a lot of detail on that.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely job. I'm getting quite excited. Lovely work, mate. Cheers, Kieran. Eric Brubaker, no commentary needed, mate.
Oh, great tank.
Nice.
Little
That is
chaffy, isn't it?
very nice. Which
No,
one
it's
is it,
not
Tom?
chaffy. That's an M8, I think. M8 howitzer.
Okay.
Beautiful little build.
Yeah, cool. Is that 148 then, do you think?
Yeah, it is. That's 148.
That looks like it's standing on the end of a brass shell.
That's what I was
It is.
thinking.
Nice. Love it. What have we got next? Edward Miller ship. Another shaman. Nice.
Cracking build, Edward.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
really nice. Is that the 148th, do we know?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, 148 Tamiya, I believe that is.
Blimey. Really good.
Yeah.
Really good. Michael Reiki. Again,
Wow.
no commentary. I'm not sure what that tank is. Someone will have to help me.
I think that is a pattern.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
I've got
Whatever
a
it
side
is,
view. Yes.
Bloody
I'm
weathering
not
on
sure
this. And
the-
the stowage as well.
Yeah, and I'm not sure of the make of it, or like the model kit make, but yeah, it's definitely a pattern.
That's wow. Is that that's not kit stowage, that looks like aftermarket as well, that.
I would think it is, yeah.
That's really cool. Nice work, Michael. Wow. And not only weathered it up, added stowage and stuck it on a vignette. That's really cool. Well done, mate. Lovely job. What 48 hours? He's even got water in his. His water hadn't gone off.
Yeah, he's hasn't gone to country like ours.
Oh, lovely job. Nice work. That's lovely. I'm glad he's put more than 2 photos in because that's lush. AS Military Modelling, Andreas Schreiner. Alpine 35193, if anybody's interested. The German Grenadier Officer. Again, lovely piece of work. Nicely painted. Nice bit of weathering. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, that's very cool. Like it a lot. Nice one, Andreas. And a wingfold. Airfix's Seafire from Andy Fawcett, FR47. Major markings, masked and painted. First 48, and 48, and managed just about enough to call it finished. That's
Well done.
really nice. Well done, mate. That looks really cool.
Yeah.
Like that.
Very nice indeed. Oh, it's a double prop on that. I never realised that.
Yeah, it's
Is that all
kind
the
of
Seafires? Do they all have a double prop?
no,
Wow.
just that one.
So I guess that was for short runways off a ship.
That was Royal Navy, yeah. So it was on
Yeah.
an air carrier.
So the double props would be to give it extra oomph
Yeah.
to get it up. Cool. Nice build, mate. Well done, Andy. Know this one. Tamiya's 148th German motorcycle and sidecar from Malcolm Childs. That's really nice.
That's very cool.
Really nice. Well done. That's another little one of the older Tamiya 48 scale kits. Again, really simple kit. Not many parts to it, I don't think.
No.
But some nice detail. They've done a nice job of that mud up the back end. Oh, bless you. Moving swiftly on. Well done, Malcolm. And thanks for joining us on the stream if you're watching. That was good to have you along for the ride. Ooh. Certain bearded veteran. That is really blooming nice. Really nice. I know somebody else who did something like that. That's very cool. Like it a lot. Like it a lot. Well done, Mikey.
Looks lovely.
Definitely in keeping. Andy Morfitt, that looks like the 148 Kubelwagen, is it?
Yep. Yeah, from
Like
Tamiya.
colours.
Again, very nice. He's done the figures as well. And nice bit of tonneau on the back. Lovely little build. Thanks, Andy. Very good. I like the camo on that as well. Another Shaman from Mr. Spencer Beanie.
Hi, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Afternoon, Jim.
Oh, sorry.
Nice work, mate.
Thank you.
Then there's a bit of weathering. Lovely jubbly.
Nice job, Steve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice work, mate. I like that a
You
lot.
should be happy with that. I
How was
love
that
the,
build?
I love the base as well. I got to be honest.
Yeah, it's cool. That it's cool. I'll have to get some of that. Is that sea foam?
Seafoam, yeah.
Yeah, I need to get some of that.
Seafoam,
Yeah, it's really cool.
I covered it in just some grass staking and stuff.
Block, yeah. That was the build.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not too bad. I just cut the little fiddly bits with it, but yeah, overall it's all right. It's good. Nice.
Cool. Nice job, mate. Love it. Love it. And John Lambert with his Sherman Firefly in 48, which is got a massive grid gun on it.
Now, I'm going to jump in for a second because one thing you might not be aware of, because I certainly weren't during the event, this is also, if you go to the next picture, what he chose to do was the Spitfire and the Sherman, which were both the kits in which we suggested you could do at the same time. So he actually achieved both kits within 48 hours.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
Is he Dutch?
I don't know, but I didn't know it was happening. I really didn't. And it wasn't until I was looking at the pictures and stuff, I was just like, Jesus, how do you manage that? But yeah, great.
That's very cool. Well done, mate. Lovely work. That's the Mark 5B, not quite finished. Well, I think we can forgive you for that.
Yeah.
Really good. Great work, John. Good stuff. Ooh. Invincible Fred with his Type 16 maneuver combat vehicle. It's easy for me to say. Again, in 148 from Tamiya. That's a cool little thing. Very nice indeed. Yep. John Marley with a Spitfire again.
Yep.
Nice, John.
That's nice and all.
Nice job.
Good stuff. What marks that then with just a 2-blade prop?
It's Mark 1.
All right.
Mark 1B, I think it was, off the top of my head.
Cool. Yeah, good stuff. Bit of weathering on the underneath. Another Shearman. Ian Keysers. Very nice.
Nice work, Ian, again.
People doing figures as well, man. I need to work on my figure painting. 3 figures, blimey. And some stowage. Nice work, love it.
Nice.
Yay.
Nice.
That is cool.
Steph's Spitfire in the late 1944 M4H livery flew out of.
Who'd have thought white would have been a nice colour, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, nice idea, Carl. Yeah, flies out of green and common.
Yeah, it was for the winter of 1944 when we had a strange mix of blue and red snow falling as well. So
good to see you put the M4H down the side like a ident number. I like that.
Yeah, I
That's
saw
very
that.
It looks just right as well.
Yeah,
it's really cool, mate. I love it.
thank you.
Love it. Very cool. Nice work, man. Yeah, it's really good. Really good indeed. And the decals do work so well. Like Carl says, the way you fitted them on, it just looks like it should have been there. It's brilliant. Well done. Love it.
Oh, wow.
James?
Yeah, the pictures.
Andreas has already posted this.
No. So the pictures that are now going to come up are the ones in which I've trolled through Facebook and the album and other bits and pieces and put up on the website. So they are put up on my name.
Right.
The description should be the name of the person that made it.
Right. Okay. So we've already seen Andreas's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. No name on that one. James, who's that?
Oh my goodness me. Yeah. Hang on. Bear with.
What is it?
Bear with, caller.
It's
So
Both.
Both
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 fight.
yeah.
Oh no,
both
it's a Beaufort.
It's what I built the year before last.
Beaufort, right? Okay.
A Beaufort, yeah, that is a
Tamiya
Beaufort.
kit.
And
It's a very cool thing.
if you bear with me, oh my god, I don't know. Is the honest answer? Oh, how bad's that? Although, yeah, they were one of the pictures. There's a couple of pictures that I found that I haven't got the names to yet. Sorry.
Well, it's a bow fighter, obviously in the night fighter scheme,
Yeah. It's a
and
Tamiya.
it looks really bloody cool.
Mm.
Very nice. Good work, whoever you are. If you happen to be watching, let us know, please, because that's very nice. Really
I think
nice.
they were, if I remember correctly, they were on Discord.
Okay.
That picture came from the Discord group because they some of the Discord people that aren't part of Facebook or have Facebook accounts posted the pictures up in the little Pickies album. And the reason I'm saying that is because Mikey's there. He could have a quick look in the Discord group and let us know who that was, who that builder was. That'd be wonderful if you could, Mikey.
Good stuff. Another one from Andrew Haas. I'm guessing that's a 148, but I've got no idea where it is.
Churchill.
That would
Cromwell.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Has that been painted? Because to me, it looks
No, that's bare plastic.
that is an immaculate build.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful build.
Especially with those tracks. Those tracks are rubber.
Yeah. That is so. There's no glue marks or anything. Oh, I'm so jealous of that.
It's really cool. It's really
First
cool.
model kit I ever built that.
And
yeah,
and a great idea as well to just go for a naked build.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Good work. And like you said, looks very well put together. There's no, I mean, whenever you put a turret together, there tends to be a little bit of iffiness around these sorts of this area here. I always find anyway. That looks like it's straight as a die, and like Steph says, no glue marks, nothing. That's a lovely build. Well done, mate. Wow.
Brilliant.
Look, Andy's Seafire again. Worth another look. And we've seen Andy's truck. I can't remember which one. And is that another Cooper wagon? Have we seen that, but in a different?
No, you've seen that one before.
Different photo. Yeah, we have seen it. Yeah. Ooh, we've not seen that.
No.
Ooh.
Now then, no idea where it is, but it's cool. It's Russian, I'm guessing.
Yep. I want to say T55.
Mm-hmm. Interesting camo, and I like it a lot. And again,
so just going back to the Beaufort, that was AD 557 on the Discord group.
Nice work, mate. Nice work. That is that I like that. I'd like to see that finished because I love that scheme. That's great.
Yeah, it is a T55. Just got people confirming it in the chat. Thank you.
Very cool. Very cool.
Not bad for a bloke who doesn't do tanks.
Yeah. John Burley with a Spitfire in the lovely grey and green camo, which I really, really like on a Spit. Very nice indeed. That's the Kieran's Katie again.
Seen that one. Yeah.
God, I love that. That is such a good build.
It is. Beautiful.
I think that's probably my favourite one I've seen so far. I love it. And Craig's little rocket again. Oh, that's a new one. Darren Hall. I know Darren's in the chat. That's lovely, mate. Lovely. On a stand as well.
And he's got the pen.
And he's got the pen. And he's got the door hanger. And a little bit of Airfix branding in the background to keep Dale happy as well. I love it. Very nice. Oh.
Nice.
So this was a Resin 1/350th submarine that was done over the 48 hours.
That's really nice. Really nice. Ooh.
David Clark, I think it was.
Yeah. You don't know who the kit manufacturer is, do you?
No, I don't, unfortunately.
Very cool. Looks great on that little plinth. David Farrell. I'm going to guess that's 148.
Yep. Lovely little Matilda. I think it's a Tamiya on the look of it.
Nice. Good stuff, David. Figures again. That's a Spinwagen, and that's better than my Spinwagen. That's much better than my Spinwagen. I've just looked down at mine. It's in front of me and thought, you look like a sorry little fella compared to that. That's lovely. He's put the decals on his. I didn't bother. Oh, that's really nice. Nice one, Derek. See, he's wood grained, he's paddling, he's shoveling, everything. I didn't, yeah.
So
yeah, nice work. Love it.
Jeremy Elliot's in the chat. He's just saying that submarine is the Seawolf, and it was from Iron Ship's Works kit.
Okay, cool. That's very nice. I like it. I'm kind of jealous. No, I'm not. It's very cool.
I like it.
Another spit from Dieter. Brush painted as well. Nice job on the camo. Really good. Like it.
Good job, Dieter.
Nice stuff.
Yeah, nice job.
I've seen Edward Shearman. Eric Kavina. Now, what is that? It's like a spaceship with cans.
I think Cole will know what that is.
I know exactly what that is.
Oh, yes.
Mark II.
Yeah.
It's a what?
Viper Mark II from Battlestar Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he basically, I think.
He basically said that he had no intention of finishing, but he wanted to take part. So that's where he got to within 48 hours of his build.
You don't want to rush that kit. It's such an iconic kit. So rare as well now.
Okay. Who makes that?
Originally, I think it was Monogram, and then Revell took it on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'd love that kit again. I crashed mine in the swamp.
Oops.
Hen's teeth, that is, right there.
Yes.
Yep.
There was a partially started one at Edinburgh Model Show last year, and they wanted something like 80 quid for it.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Blinking flip. Nice. Good work, Eric.
Carl, remind me later about that, will you?
I've already seen that one.
Yeah,
we have seen that, haven't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, another little vignette. That's nice. That's no, it's a different one. That's Gaahleri. Right.
It is.
Okay. Wow.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
What
I like
colour
that,
is that?
Gaahleri.
Is that like a dark blue or?
It
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, the other one
That's really nice.
Who was it that built 2 kits?
Yeah.
Was in the same scheme. That black with the 24 on the side. It's like almost like a night fighter tank, isn't it? Very nice. Love it. Good stuff, Gaahleri. Little zero look. From Grant Aztec. I'm assuming that's the Tamiya 148-0, which I almost started building yesterday.
Nice.
Nice. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, I did get that kit out my stash and almost started it yesterday. Our good friend Ian, Rally Chef.
Yes.
Nice one, mate. And that
went back in the bath, didn't it, for a clean up and respray?
And the 3D print failed on the box body, I think, first time around. And that is a white metal kit.
Oh.
Yep.
Nice job.
And I have to tell you that so Ian, the company, a friend of his owns a haulage company, and a lot of the trucks he builds goes to the owner of that haulage company. And he popped in there because he's at a show today. He popped into the office to pick up some models to take to a show, and happened to have this in the car when the owner was there. And the owner has decided to buy it. So there is a donation coming in for the purchase of that. I don't know what it is, but it's really nice. And that will go with all the other kits that he built for this guy in I think his lodge or something like that. But yeah, so yeah, that's already been sold off for us. Thank you, Ian.
Really cool.
Yeah, nice one, Ian.
If you haven't seen Ian's work, if you check out Rally Chef, It's the haulage company is A.W. Jenkinson, and he's built loads of different trucks. Right from there was a driver retired, I want to say last year, and he'd been with the company for like 30 or 40 years or something. And Ian built a replica of the first ever truck that the guy drove and the last one that he ever drove. In all the original livery and everything, and they were amazing side by side. He's a bit of a whiz, is our Ian. Lovely work, mate. Well done.
Nice job.
We've seen Fred's Type 16. I don't know who this is.
Someone.
If you look really closely, you can see a parachutist dangling from the roof. That's lovely, mate.
Good job, mate. Really.
If you look through the window, you will see him.
Yeah, there.
Is that stained glass? Is that did that come with the window kit?
No.
So
no. How? So basically, how that come about was when I did the original church that you're alluding to.
Yes.
I did a bit of research into the stained glasses that would fit the window, because it doesn't come with at the time it didn't come with any acetate that was coloured or anything. So that is actually a printed window that happens to just fit that scale, and is stuck behind it basically. So,
wow.
Yeah.
It looks transparent. It looks like there's light shining through it.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Yeah. Love it. And you've even managed to get a map of Australia in the brickwork as well. That's lovely.
I did, yeah. So I didn't finish everything. I mean, the kit I had was the frame, so I finished that within 46 minutes, which is a record for me. However, that build you see right there will be going up for sale. There will be a choice of 5 figures. You can have all 5, or you can have a selection of the figures. The winning bidder will make that choice. So that's what people will bid on, and the option to add figures to it as well. So, but that will be probably in about three weeks' time. Will go up on the Facebook page, but I'll do a different video for that, so you all know. But
very nice, Mr. Skiffins. Once again, good work.
Thank you very much.
John and Phil with is that a Warhawk?
P40.
P40, yeah. Nice little build. Good stuff.
Nice.
Lovely looking aircraft there. Oh, now on the subject of lovely looking aircraft, John Colasante, that is gorgeous. Oh man, I love that. Is that 48 scale? It must be, yeah. That's really nice.
Clean, nice.
Very nice. What kit that is. Love it. Love it. Nice work, John. And John's at Matters of Scale, I'm assuming, on Instagram. Have a look. Another shim. Oh, it's John Shimmer. We've seen that. Nice work, John. Another spit from John. No, that's a Seafire. From John Darty. Very nice indeed. Good looking plane there, isn't it? Really. Very nice. Oh, Joshua Scott with a bit of Gundam. Is it Gundam? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I thought it was Micro Machines.
Transformer. Robots.
Nice one, Steve. Thanks for that. So are Gundam the same as... No, they're not the same as Transformers, are they?
No.
And what's the other thing that they get called? There's another term for that kind of building, isn't there? No?
No, don't think so. Don't know. Possibly.
You're a Gundam builder, or that sometimes you called a swimming builder.
We don't want to go there.
No. It's just a genre thing. Oh, it'll come to me in a bit. Joshua Scott, mate, that's cracking. That I've never built a Gundam or anything like that.
So nice colour scheme.
It is.
I like the colours.
Gunpla. There you go.
Gunpla, that's it. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you, James. I knew I wasn't going mad. I know they're the same thing. Is Gunpla the same as Gundam?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you got Mecca as well.
Okay, yeah. Now then, I do like these. That's a cool little thing from Ken Scott. Town delivery, the old Chevy truck. Love them. Really nice. We've seen Kieran's little 70-second scale Willis. We've seen Lisa's Romantic Venice. Oh, a little Corsair from Lieutenant Gruber. I'm sure it's not the real Lieutenant Gruber. And all the English people will get that. That's
Herr
nice.
Gruber.
Nice little bit of, that's a Tamiya 48. That's a nice kit, that. Very nice indeed. That's pretty. That's pretty. That's a new one. Mike Hodgkinson.
Nice.
Again, I've got no idea what it is, but it's very nice. Lovely clean build.
Abrams, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Abrams, yeah.
Like it a lot. Nice little setting as well. Lovely jubbly. Nice one, Mike. And Mikey's M4H tribute again. Lovely jubbly. Nat Bot.
Nice.
Little 48 scale. Is it Sherman? Again, nice clean build. Lovely. Ooh. Oh. Vegan? Is it vegan? Yeah.
Vegan.
Vegan. That. If that's gone up in 48 hours, my God. I'm going to give up modeling. That's amazing. Jesus, Neil. That's lovely. Woo. Good work. Good work. My flabbit is gasted. Jesus.
Yes, my Im's never been so pressed.
Mate, that's amazing.
Isn't it just?
Goodness me. Right. Yeah.
There are people at
Paul's,
model shows that aren't that good.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's lovely. Paul's lovely Miles M9 or whatever it was. That's really nice. I love that. Richard Frey. KT? No, not King Tiger, is it?
No, it's a Panther.
Panther, yeah.
Okay. Very cool. Nice. I like the scheme on that. It's lovely. Rick Lawler. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, swiftly moving along.
Yeah, we'll just. Oh my word!
Wow.
Oh my God!
That's cool.
Demands something else, doesn't he?
All the stowage on there.
Goodness me!
That's a bloody.
That's really nice. Really, really nice indeed. Cool. I don't know who that is, James. Any help?
James not out, mate.
No, he's gone. Another Spitfire. Not quite finished, but I think we have seen that on a different image, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe. But yeah, really good work. The P40 again. Ooh. Simon Bainbridge with a Hellcat? Wildcat? Hellcat.
Nice
No,
colour.
it is.
Oh,
It's almost as it's been washed out in the sun, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the vibe I'm getting anyway.
Really nice. Really nice. Yeah.
Sorry, Graham. There was a question. What was the question?
That's the F6 Hellcat. No, it was that one, mate, but I think we've already seen it.
Yeah. That was the build that was done with the Sherman at the same time by John. I think. Something ahead.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. That is a bit tasty.
Lush. Mm.
If that's the F6F, I've got that in 30-second scale from Trumpeter, and again, it was another one that I was toying with starting to build yesterday.
Mm.
Very nice indeed. Love it. Great work. Thanks, Simon. Steve's Shearman again. I do like that. Ooh. Doodlebug. Stephen Moody. I remember having a chat about this as he was building it, about what knocked it out the sky. Did we ever get a conclusion on that? Was it
Spitfire.
I thought
Yeah.
you said it was something else. Mosquito? No, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Oh, Tim Holland. You got this finished now. That is looking really nice.
Burgundy's lovely.
That is a Tamiya kit as well. 148.
Citron by the look of it.
Yeah, Citron.
Very nice. Thanks, Tim. Tom Bayer with another American tank. Don't know
Abrahams,
what
I think.
No, I
no,
don't think so. It looks too long.
It's too stealthy for Abrams, I think.
It's not a Challenger, is it?
No.
No.
Challenger 3.
Maybe.
Don't
Very
know.
nice, whatever it is.
I believe it's a Kelly too.
Is it?
Yeah.
That camo is tight.
Yeah.
Really
Especially with
nice.
that grill work.
Yeah. Love it.
Junkworks is just saying it's a Japanese Type 10.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Love it. Really nice. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, black tips.
11 hours and 2 minutes and 45 seconds to build that.
Nice.
Nice one, William the Legend. That's lovely. And is that Indian?
Indian, yeah.
Yeah.
Indian service.
Lovely. Very nice. Oh, that's lush. I like it. I like the staining on these panels. That's really cool. No seam line. Very nice. Hell of a build in 11 hours, that. Wow. Another Corsair from Wombat Thunder. Yeah, not quite finished, but impressive to get that far, because it looks like he's painted the engine up as well. Good stuff. Lovely little kit, that. I need to build it again. And some bloke called Graham with a... Why's my comments not gone? My comments have disappeared unless you put those in.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's my attempt at the Schwinn wagon. Again, I just stuck it with the plain yellow, and I didn't bother putting all the decals on. I just left it bare and knocked up a little vignette.
Nice.
I still haven't finished the edges. I couldn't do it at the time because, like a plum, I stuck it down with PVA, and then Dominique said, "Why didn't you use double-sided tape? Because then it's an instant stick." Yeah, I'll know that for next time. And I need to just put some wood filler in down these edges, because the edges don't quite meet on the corners. And this bit here should have had some water in it, but my resin water thing from AK had gone off in the bottle. It was just a big lump of jelly, so I couldn't do that. I did try and pour some aqua gloss in there, but it hasn't worked clearly. But yeah, little desert vignette.
Of course not. It's aqua gloss.
Yeah. And that is that.
I like it. I like
amazing.
the vignette especially. But yeah, I like the little wagon as well.
Thank you.
I think that was a great build. I got to be
Very
honest.
clean.
Thank you. I had fun with it. I repainted it within about 4 hours to go.
Did you?
I did my usual thing with the chipping, and I got carried away. And I can probably get away with it on something maybe 35th scale, but it just looked a mess. It was just far too heavily chipped. And I think I got to about 3 or 4 o'clock on Sunday, and I just looked at it and I went, nah, I need to respray this. So I knocked some paint up and turned the pressure down, took the crown cap off the airbrush and just touched it in and mottled it a little bit, and repainted it and reweathered it at the last minute. Kind of chuffed with it. Hence why there's there's paint sort of overlapping off the wheels and stuff on the tires, because it was a bit of a rush job, but no, I had fun. I had a lot of fun. That's it.
Doesn't matter. Well done. It's like I said to you before, it's great that you took part. It's great you got that far as well. That should be a big confidence booster for you, definitely.
Yeah, I loved it. Thank you.
But yeah, well done you. So just to have a quick look in the chat. Obviously, we were joined by a few people.
Oh, Dominic.
in there. We were so obviously Jim was in there. He said hello. Jim said his Spitfire is still under construction, so he's still going with it. We also were joined by Jeremy Elliott, who was making some comments in relation to what type the tanks were, etc., and also the Seawolf. He let us know what that was. Quanaman is there. He's joined, and he said, "Carl, after you crashed in the swamp, did James show his big green ears?"
He did, but they weren't ears.
Definitely got a point on them. Dominic joined us as well. Hi, Dominic.
Hi, mate.
Thanks for being there with us.
Hi, Dominic.
And some chatter as well in there about Rick being a great person, Gumpler, Mecca, etc., and Go For It Painting is also there saying hello. Hello.
Hi, mate.
So, like I said, I know there's not that many people watching because it's an off-the-cuff sort of review of what happened this year. So, some brilliant builds there. Like I said, if you haven't seen your picture on there, it's because you've not posted it in the album or sent it to me. And that's a real easy resolve. If you can send it to me at contact@48-48.org, or you can go onto the Facebook page and pop it in the album. You can put a description, not a problem. The album's a bit messy this year because the truth is I didn't do it properly. I put it up, but I didn't tell anyone what to do or really what it was there for. So that's my bad. I'll make sure that gets sorted.
I think it was mentioned on the first evening. I think I mentioned it on the first evening. So, but I don't think it was repeated after that.
No, I think we dropped the ball a little bit on that. So it's not a big deal. And like I say, it happens each year anyway. People get all excited. They've won amazing things on the auction and then rush to bed because they've been up all night and sleep and forget all sorts of things. So it's no big deal. Talking about forgetting things, maybe you have won some items on the auction and you are waiting to find out what you owe. If that is the case, drop us an email again at the same email address, contact@48-48.org, and we can update you. I can tell you that nearly everybody in the Australian auction are all paid, and the items should be going out to you fairly soon. The UK auction, everybody's paid, bar one, who's been notified, and everyone at bar one has gone out the door. I think yesterday. Was it yesterday? I sent them all out, something like that. But they're all gone. There's a couple of extra bits and pieces which are here that I only just got in the post yesterday, so they'll go out on Monday. But I'm on that. It's all good. Obviously, the bits for Mr. Locher, he's going to come pick them up personally in his private Hercules cargo plane, whatever. So that's good. That'll all be sorted. So yeah, and the American guys, that's all super organised with Scott and Darren. There's a very complex spreadsheet with all how it's being delivered by hand, by post, and carrier pigeon, and God knows what other way. So that's all being in hand. So if you have won some stuff on the auction and you know you need to sort that out, please do so. I'm not going to pressure you about it, but the sooner you can do it, the sooner I can get it into the Just Giving page, and you can see the proper total, and we can stop verifying and counting and all that sort of stuff. So, as I said, talking about totals, we are north of the £10,000 target, which we had on Just Giving, and I'm speechless by that. However, with that said, there is a bit of breaking news in which I need to share with everybody. Now, I've been keeping this under my hat for a couple of days just to get some verification on a few bits and pieces. However, someone has reached out to us who I can't name, unfortunately, but they know who they are. It's a friend of the workbench.
On the bench. OTB.
No. Workbench Hobbies. It's a YouTube channel. And I got an email from them saying someone wanted to make a donation. Was that possible? And how did they go about it? So I sent the information off. I'm going to say Callum. Was it Callum? I'm going to shoot myself so much in a minute. Bear with me. Let me just double check. So it's Workbench
Fiber in
Hobbies.
your diet, mate.
Workbench Hobbies is the YouTube channel. And they very kindly put us in touch with one of their followers. And I can tell you now that we've had an extra donation to the fund of a $5,000.
Wow.
So
Jesus.
that's an extra 3,700 and change to the total.
Wow.
Now Malcolm's known about that because I told him all but straight away. The person I can't name because I haven't had permission from them to do so, but if I do, I will name them and I will thank them publicly. But I'm doing that right now. Thank you. And it's Clayton. Sorry, it's Clayton from Workbench Hobbies. I are blown away, and so is Clayton, in fact. And Clayton, I have to give him a shout out because he did actually message me a little bit late in the day to say he wanted to make a donation of some description around his YouTube channel. And I said I couldn't do it this year, but we'd be more than happy to talk about something for next year. So the fact that one of his followers has made such an enormous donation is just staggering.
It's immense.
Your generosity is phenomenal.
Really
So with that breaking news, I can't tell you the total, but you can imagine it is north of the 10,000. So yeah, that I can honestly tell you on the Saturday I was a little worried that I'd over-egged it on the Just Giving page, and these guys know because I told them, and I also told Malcolm, and I can't believe we got to where we are. So, in hopefully a week or so's time, we will announce to you as soon as I've got the right information exactly what we've achieved. I also noticed, which I haven't warned Carl I'm going to do this, but Carl, thanks to his efforts, got a load of merch together this year, and that has done amazingly well. I don't know exactly what it is, but he may be looking as I'm waffling. But I can tell you that the merch is still available, and I know that because someone bought 2 items today.
Yes,
So
just under £40 on the merch profit.
Nice.
That is coming to us.
That's
so
cool.
we weren't overly greedy. We just went with a 10%. So that's about £400 worth of stuff that's been sold for the merch, which is just record breaking for us in what we've done.
Yeah, the merch will stay available for about another month, and then it will be removed, and we will be getting ready for next year's merch. So
yeah, we have a plan for that. We may or may not use Redbubble again. Don't know. We have a plan. I think we won't, but until we've got that nailed down, I won't say anything further. But we're gonna. What we decided is we're going to sit down and have a chat in a month's time or so, and start planning properly what we're going to be doing next year. So lots of exciting ideas, lots of thoughts and processes that we've got to put in place. The team, as always, have been absolutely amazing, and I can't thank you all enough for the efforts you put in individually, all together, from doing the streams, doing the admin, doing slides, talking to donors, etc., just rocking up on the day, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just amazing. So patches, yes, patches will be available next year, definitely. They were a great success.
How much
there'll
did they make?
be 48 challenge patches next year, though. Don't forget.
Yeah, there'll be a different type. This year was a one-off type challenge.
I think what Crazy's asking is how much did we make off the patches?
Right, so if that's what's been asked, we did a minimum run, and I do actually have one, maybe 2 spare, but I think there might be spare, but I'll let you know. But we did a minimum run, and they all sold basically. And we made, I think,
Again, it wasn't a
we
huge
made about
markup.
£190 in profit. It was a good markup.
Well,
Yeah, because that's what I put into Just Giving for it. So that's what I can remember, I think, anyway. But yeah, it was a good markup on it, and they went really, really well. And I've had at least 15 or plus people saying, "Oh, can I get a patch? Will you be doing them next year? Can I put my name down already for next year?" So yeah, we definitely will be doing patches. And as you're aware, that we change. We don't change the logo too much, but we change the slight design a little bit to make it special for that year.
Special.
We have already started talking about the 10th anniversary, because that's not far away either. That will have some very special stuff put together, but we're working on that. But yeah, so
I actually wanted to buy one if you could, but
yes, I will talk to you about that. Crazy, not a problem. And he also says, by the way, Carl, I absolutely love my 48 and 48 clock to go with his socks.
Yes,
So,
that was a special request, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So again, what the other thing in which I haven't done yet, but I will be in the next few weeks or so, as soon as I get 5 minutes, is I'm going to put together a feedback form, and I would ask very much for you all to give us your feedback, negatives and positives. Anything you think might work or might be a good idea, put that in the mix as well, and we can look at it. We might not accommodate it for the following year, but it'll be something in which we can put in the pot and work towards maybe. But yeah, definitely we will continue to grow and continue to diversify in what we do. So that'd be cool. Bill Huffman is there saying fantastic news indeed. Thank you, Bill. Bill was one of our donators. He donated some of his time. He's a very clever diorama man, and someone's luckily enough going to be sit down and working with them over a diorama. And I understand, although it's the bid or the auction lot was for a time, so like a couple of hours, whatever. Bill has said that if it's going to be a diorama, he will work from beginning to end with them over that diorama. So that's just phenomenal.
Wow.
Absolutely brilliant.
So gutted I didn't bid for that, because that would be amazing. So yeah, so there you go. It's our honor to do this. We're all volunteers. We have had some negative feedback, which I will openly share with you, and that is something that we did that went wrong. And that was our sign-up process on our webpage. It didn't work how it was meant to. Initially, we didn't send out a reply saying thank you for registering. We resolved that, but it still didn't work properly. And all the information that you provided, because there was a bit of a question process through it as well, like what you were going to do and all that sort of stuff, I think. That didn't work. And the information that we were trying to gather to help us for next year has gone. So it was a failure completely, unfortunately. But I'm not a web designer, a web page designer. However, if you are a web page designer, or you think you can add an element to this event to benefit us and the charity, i.e., someone that does graphics, video graphics, or whatever, and you want to donate a bit of your time to help, drop me a bell or an email rather. And let me know, because like I said, we're all volunteers, we're all trying our best, and if we can make it just that a little bit better, it'll be good. Billy's lucky victim.
Crazy's doing the diorama with Bill.
Oh, are you? Oh, you
Nice.
Good stuff.
That's amazing. Well, hopefully, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, there'll be some stuff that we can see and follow, because that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But so that's it. It's an hour and 20 minutes in, 14 people watching. Thank you very much for being with us. I'm sure many people will watch afterwards. Viewing figures, just so, because I almost forgot, viewing figures this year, absolutely phenomenal. thousands and thousands of people have hours watched. I don't know fully the numbers, and I because I didn't have that ready, but I was aware that I got an email from YouTube congratulating me on the amount of views for some reason. But yeah, there were an awful lot of views. I'm super chuffed about that because it gets the message out, which is as important as that every penny that we raise too. So
one of the things sorry to tread on you. One of the things that surprised me was I don't think I remember seeing the live counter dropping below 55 all the time that we were live. That's just the UK side. And it was up around sort of 70, 80 at times as well. That's, I mean, for a live stream that was going on for so long, that's mighty impressive. It's really cool. And then the numbers that were coming in of people that had watched it afterwards was crazy. I was shocked, really shocked.
Yeah,
brilliant.
The Aussie figures were double from what they were last year. No, they weren't. They were triple. They were in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I think every stream there was minimum of 50, like I say, growing 50, 55 in every single stream. So compared to what we've had in the years before, that is absolutely fantastic. And it just really shows that people do want to take part. And so thank you for everybody that did watch and also watched it back on cut reruns, whatever, because
absolutely. I mean, you're absolutely right. I did have the average over all the streams, but I didn't write it down. I did calculate it, but I put it somewhere. It's on one of the millions of pieces of paper everywhere. But yeah, phenomenal numbers, and like just that's one section. All the things that we, all the key points in which we look at over the event, they've all been smashed this year, 100%, completely. So next year is going to be much bigger, much more fun. Much more entertaining, much more crazy, much more sniping, and so much more. So, so before we shut down and bid you all farewell, let's go around the room. Is there or the studio? Is there anything someone wants to put in? Who wants to start?
I'll just say thanks for inviting me on, and I've loved being part of it. It's been absolutely amazing, and thanks to everybody who joined us over the weekend, and more importantly, thank you to everybody who chucked a few quid in the pot as well, because you can't believe how much you are going to change people's lives with that. It's amazing. Thank you very much.
It's
pretty much a good job, everyone.
Yeah, definitely. I think every year we seem to get better and better and better, and it's just phenomenal. The people that are out there that take part and help put money in that pot and proceeds and everything like that. It's amazing what that money does to people. People change their lives. As you, Steph, used to be a beneficiary, but now, and I've spoken to people at Telford and stuff like that when I've been up there to the beneficiaries as well, and it's just like fantastic for them. So it's unbelievable the amount of money that we've raised and what that is going to do for Models for Heroes. So it's just fantastic. So thank you everyone that took part and everything.
Yep, and it will save lives. There's no two ways about it. It doesn't matter how you dance around it. It's going to save people's lives. End of story. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Carl, any last words?
I just said.
Okay. Sorry. So from me, last words from me is congratulations to you all for planning your weekend, for taking part, however long that was, whether it was just pop in and say hello, drop £1, or not be able to get in but still donate on the Just Giving page. There was a couple of people like that too that I was very much aware of. So thank you to you for that. Next year, I haven't got a date for you this year to give you for next year yet. We're going to go away and think about it, because the event is becoming more than just a birthday bash for the Model Officers Mess. I mean, that obviously still it's grounding, but maybe we need to look at the date a bit more seriously, to make sure we don't clash with other stuff that may or may not affect us. and we concentrate better on both sides of the event, before and after, maybe. So yeah, we're going to go and think about that. We have moved it through the years anyway, so it's no great shock or shame. But obviously next year we would fall straight on top of Mother's Day, which, you know, Mum's not going to be happy with that, so can't do that. So yeah, so we're going to go and think about it. Dominic's just saying he was very impressed with the Discord numbers. In one evening, 16 people in the Hangout. Yeah, absolutely. It was quite amazing.
Thanks to Mike for looking after that as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, thanks for the team. You know, Craig's just saying that's what gets my heartstrings every time. The number of people have a positive effect on. Absolutely. Yeah, I wish Malcolm was here to express a better way of what the impact is. But if I'm honest, I'm not sure. When I spoke to him on on Monday, sorry, when I gave him a rough idea what the figure might be, he was speechless. There wasn't anything he could say to me. So I'm not sure he's still got the words. So
no, he just didn't want to talk to you.
Yeah, probably. But thanks for making me feel better.
Yeah. No, it's amazing.
Anyway,
amazing.
Thank you very much, everybody. So for this year, for 2025, a remarkable year. Really looking forward to 2026, and we will see you, no doubt, through the year. So until then, ta-ra!
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Stay safe. Keep modelling.
Bye.